Namaste, blessings and greetings, my angels. It is Tigra. Welcome back to Sacred Sagittarius. Angels answers all, bringing you your general love reading. I apologize, it's a little late. As I did mention in the general reading, I purchased a wireless mic, and I'm hoping that this is going to do the trick, that the content will come in clearer and the volume will be as clear as I intended it to be. So I really would like your thumbs up or your comments if you do hear a difference in the sound or clarity. I have no clue if I've set this up correctly, so just bear with me. And again, I do appreciate your feedback. If this video seems a little bit more clearer and louder and a little bit more precise than my prior videos, I am using both the mic and my headphones. So I'm hoping that will make a difference. Next video, I'll try to do it without my headphones and just the mic, and see if there's even a greater improvement or if it's about the same. Okay, cause a blessing prayed for. Heavenly Father, thank you for blessing this space and all those who come to this channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sincere welcome to those of you who joined the channel recently. Again, I'd love to meet you. So please comment, share, like. It means a lot to me to get to know you. And as I get to know you, you have an opportunity at least once or twice a month to get some cards pulled if you are a frequent commenter on the channel. I've changed the criteria for that now. On the average of the amount of videos that I post, that's about the average of how many times I would like to see you comment, or a greater portion thereof. So that's going to be the new requirement in order to get to be selected for the subscriber card pull. So you're going to have to comment much more often, and at least me seeing an average. If I'm posting 20 videos a month, then I want to at least see you comment from, at least within 10 to 15 of those. So hopefully it'll wake some of you up and not only get you to watch the content, but more importantly, get the spiritual messages and guidance and whatever other information that could be helpful, because we do need a lot of information right now. We do need to rely upon the Heavenly Father and the angels, to help us during these times in life and the different passageways and paths that many of us are going across. So without further ado, I'm going to get started with this weekend general love reading, and then that will be followed with your we're going to do an X Factor reading, we're going to do a love vibe reading, and we're also going to do a reading for Sagittarius, a combined reading for Sagittarius couples who are separated and also couples who are together. So that'll conclude the first half of our March energies. And then towards the end of this weekend, I'll start doing your mid-month updates. Okay. What is the general message for Sagittarius? We'll start out with the tarot. Sometimes I use the tarot alone. Sometimes I use the tarot with the oracles, or sometimes I'll use the oracle alone. My procedures, the way how I do my videos, alter and change as my mood and as the energies kind of guide me towards it. So don't compare me to others, and don't compare others to me. We are all gifted, talented, spiritual beings, but we all have our own way of doing things as we are different individuals. Okay, we're getting the Two of Pentacles as we start out this weekend love reading. The Nine of Pentacles, the Devil card. And at the bottom of the deck, in the no, it's not in the reverse, we get the Six of Cups. So the overall energy is that some of you and your partners are feeling a little nostalgic for the harmony and sweetness of the past. So this could be, before I go on to the rest of the message, this could be, some of you could be thinking about a past partner and vice versa. Or it could be that you could be in a relationship right now with someone and you are both wishing things could be like it was in the beginning when you were just starting out the relationship. Because as we know, as the honeymoon phase, ends, a lot of relationships change, or as you grow in your skill set, or as you grow in your career, or as you start your family, right? And as you get older and life starts lifing, things can change in the dynamics of your relationship. So I do feel that some of you do feel a sense of harmony and nostalgia and thinking about the sweetness of the past in your relationships, but in the existing relationships, you kind of miss what was in the beginning. And that's why it's so important to keep these relationships healthy and spicy so that neither one of you wander. You both always want to wonder in each other, in the capture of each other, be there for each other, and always letting each other know that you're irreplaceable. You are my one. I am your one. And that you're committed to the relationship, good, bad, or indifferent, and always do things to make it happy, to make it joyful, to make it fun. Because Lord knows, right? There's enough stress upon relationships that can make it go downward. But if you keep that happy beat, that happy momentum, do the playful things, that childlike spirit that you both had drawn to you, like if you used to bowl together, or if you used to go traveling together, or you had a certain hobby, like you both like to deep sea dive, right? Or fish, whatever it is, as big or as small as it may be, you don't understand how important it is to keep doing that. Yeah, as you get older, your body might not allow you to do certain physical things to the extent and to the level, and within the time frame that you could have when you were younger. But still, there's still a lot of things that you can do as couples. And the great thing is, not only can you do the old things that you used to do together, you can create new things, adapt to where you are now in life and what works for your schedule, your financial flow, etc. So release the energy of expectation to fully embrace a warm and joyful reunion or an emotional reconciliation. So for those of you who are having nostalgia about the past, or feeling a sense of sweetness and thinking about the past and wishing maybe if the current relationship you're in now could have been like that, or if you're not in a relationship, how you miss those moments with that person, you need to release the energy of expectation in order to fully embrace a warm and joyful reunion or emotional reconciliation. Okay, so the chance of a reconciliation, a chance of you coming back together, you might find each other calling each other, you might see each other at a reunion, at a family event, or just like two ships crossing the night in an unexpected moment. Does it mean you're going to get back together? Does it mean you're going to pick up where you left off at? No, but there could still be some residual feelings there, some closures that you need to address. And it's okay to go through those feelings, but let them ride out as they should. Don't let a past desire or a past memory tamper with what you have going good for you now. Now, if your relationship now isn't all that great, that's a different story. But never put to risk a relationship that you have spent a lot of time on in the present, that is healthy, that is loving, that is kind, that is everything that you want to be for a past love. That with the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Devil, well, you've cultivated a lot. A lot of you are very successful physically in your relationships. Your love is fertile. You're abundant financially. You're also fertile with that. You're either child making or you are nurturing the kids that you have. You have a healthy family, and you're continuing to open up your heart to the long-lasting union that makes your family sound. You and your partner have also reached states of interdependence. You've nurtured wholeness within yourself and also the ability to each other, helping your love to grow. And that's what love is supposed to be all about when you marry or you commit to a person. The two become one. One doesn't forsake the other. You both work in unison, right? You go through everything together. You kind of give each other confirmation, ask each other permission, so to speak. You are guarded and you regard your person's feelings, their thoughts, their ideas. It's not to say you have to ask them permission to do anything. They're not your boss and neither you are theirs. But you have a sheer and respectful admiration and appreciation for each other. It's a respect that you let each other know what your plans are or what you want to do or who you're going to be hanging out with. And that sort of thing. You run it by them. You give them that respect which they are owed. And those are the type of relationships that are open, that are you communicate all the time. You do keep the sex life spicy, you travel, you bring your children into the relationship, you show them how much you love each other and how much you love them as well. Because a lot of families tend to break sometimes when children come into the relationship, and one parent might feel slighted or both might feel slighted because they feel the children draw so much energy from the relationship. But if anything, the children is a reflection, right? They are a symbol, a key symbol, if not the symbol of the love that you have for each other. So you bring them into the fold of the relationship and let them be another contributing part and a reminder of the love that you have for each other. Okay, when you see your children, you should see your partner's face and see, the memories of how you met and how life has progressed. So it should be a positive thing for you. Some of you, your partner is reflecting through the divine mirror a shadow self of opportunities for your soul growth. So this is a reminder that sometimes when you're tempted to do certain things, or you're led down some wrong avenues, or you have toxic thoughts or attachments, you have to let go of them in order to set yourself free from outdated mindsets about love. So again, I feel like some of you, again, having those melancholy moments, you might come across an ex-lover, you might have something, a little token of affection, right? Or you saw something about them and it stirs those feelings inside of you, especially if your relationship is going through the relationship that you have now is going through something, or especially if you're single, there's an opening there, a void to fill. Don't be tempted by that melancholy feeling of the past, because you also have to remind yourself, why aren't you together now? So it's good to think about the past. It's nice to have those those moments where, you rekindle in your soul and spirit the good times. But then for a brief moment, you have to snap and come into reality and say, but, there's a reason why we're not together today. There's a reason why he ghosted me or I ghosted him. There's a reason where we don't communicate. Snap yourself back into that reality and then move forward, because that temptation can lead you to wanting to text them, can lead you wanting to call them, right? Or dwell more into their social media activity and drag yourself down a lane of disappointment, because surely what's in the past is meant to stay in the past. I would say maybe a handful of people are really lucky to reconnect with lovers from their past, and the relationships usually would work out for the greater good. Most relationships that don't work out, you don't need a second go round to figure it out. Most of them, it's the lesson and the learning during the time that you were together, and that's what the relationship was about, more so about than your love connection. There's only a handful, like I say, maybe 2 out of 10 that are lucky enough that there is something there. There is a permanent soul tie. There is a twin flame energy, if you believe in twin flame energy, between them and that person, and they can rekindle after not being together for many years. But I guess in general, though, you can keep hope alive, but the normal practice is most people who've broken your heart in the past will do so again in the future, or any time that you give them an opportunity to do so. In the middle of the deck, we get the Nine of Cups. Sagittarius, you're filled with self-love. Yes, I'm all for that self-love. You know my mantra, I truly believe before we can love others or they can fully love us, we have to love ourselves. You're feeling harmonious, and not only are you feeling harmonious with yourself, you're harmonious with your partner as well. You appreciate the stability that the love that you share brings between you and them, and you enjoy your relationship. You're at a sacred part in your journey where your wishes are coming true. So all the good, right? All the seeds, all the things that you have planted, all the lessons that you have learned and you're putting into practice, keeping your relationship alive, doing the right things by yourself and your partner is all manifesting in the growth and abundance in your love life. Let's see what one more card we get. We get the Page of Swords. Someone wishes to speak the truth in their heart to you, Sagittarius. This could be the feeling of that past person coming through, but they're holding back in their communication. Something is holding them back from speaking to you. One is they probably don't know how to contact you, or two, they're playing chicken. They don't want to contact you, or they're on the fence about it because they don't know how you're going to react. Or they just might be in the mind space like, you know, Maybe if they were drunk enough, you know what I mean, or high enough, they might call you or try to contact you or send your message your way. But they don't feel that sending you the message is going to change anything. So yes, they might want to communicate something, clear the air, but they feel like it's probably, a little too late to do all of that, right? But they need to gain their courage to come forward, and that's the thing. Are they going to have the courage to come forward? So let's ask the universe. The person from Sagittarius is past, or it could even be someone who wants to talk to you now, a new person who wants to approach you, or someone who is attracted to you. They have something they want to say to you. There's some type of truth they want to admit to you and bring forth to you, but they are holding it back. Why are they holding it back? And will they come forth soon, if ever, to you about it? Well, we get the Knight of Wands in reverse. So in the upright, the Knight of Wands is letting us know that this person is usually a person who's very fiery and creative like yourself. They're passionate about life, and they know that you are the same too. And they're ready to take the lead when it comes to love connections, and let their heart be the guiding force. But in the reverse, it's quite the opposite. This person has lost their fiery spirit. They could be going through it. It could be karma kicking their butt right now and putting them through a lot of stuff. And this is where your name or your energy comes up. But they just feel too shameful, or they don't have, like I said, they've lost all the spark. They're just taking whatever they're getting in life, and they've lost the ability to want to communicate to you or feel that they should. So that person most likely will not be communicating to you. I think it's just like these flash moments that happen, just like yourself. You think of someone, you smell something that reminds you of them, you see something, you hear something. It comes and then you let it go. Because again, that's not a door that you or they possibly want to walk back through. But they have a truth that they need to speak about, not you. What else do we have this weekend for Sagittarius? Oh, okay, some cards want to come out in the middle. We'll take them. Somebody needs to practice anger management. If this is you, Sagittarius, or your partner, get the professional help that you need. Give each other space. Anyone that needs anger management issues, you need to kind of put to the side until they get the help that they need. Falling apart, falling into pieces. Again, this could be the ex too, the person who misses you that wants to speak the truth, but remember, they've kind of lost their mojo because they're going through their karma. So they could be the one now that's hitting the wall and needs anger management. They're falling apart. They're falling into the pieces. Their relationships, for the most part, probably are not working out, or they're probably not in a relationship because of all the toxic activity and just, again, the bad karma that they built for themselves. Well, you see what's being called here. I don't need to tell you. I'm just showing you, right? So yeah, they could have been called on them, or they could have had that type of interaction with those particular type of people. Again, anger management, right? If they're acting out, if they're in a bar, or the things domestically at home, yeah, they're going to be called. We also get red lipstick stains. Okay, so this person could have came home with some red lipstick stains, and them and that person had some type of problem, an issue. These people were called. So yeah, bomb the deck, getting played, manipulation, lies, control. So this person, not only are they playing still, but they're also getting played. And I think they're going to find this out shortly. Envy. Someone from your past could be going through something in their relationship because they envy how you have moved on. Even if you're single, you could still be single, Sagittarius, and living your best life, and they're very jealous of that. Like, how dare you be able to move on despite what they put you through, and you're doing far better than them, even with them having multiple partners or other partners. So there's this inside anger that they have towards you and towards their own, again, frailty and everything in regards to relationships, and especially the one that they had with you. They definitely have anger management issues. It's playing out in their current relationships, okay? And they're still cheating. Last card from the middle of this deck, private relationship. They're definitely seeing someone on the side. They could even be thinking if they could reach out to you, if they could see you. But we don't play like that. So if that's what they're thinking, that's not going to work. What else do we have going on this weekend? Some of you culturally who come from these type of cultures where you have fixed marriages, some of you could be marrying for money. Your families have put dowries. That still exists, okay? Marrying for money still does exist in this time and age. Again, it's very old customs in other parts of the world, in other countries. It's not something that we do in America, but in other cultures, this is definitely something going on. And because I do have subscribers or cross-watchers from India, some of you could be feeling this energy about having to do that, marry for money. Moving in silence. For those of you who do see yourselves having to be in a forced relationship or a forced marriage, you would like to move in silence because you probably have an interest in someone else, but your family, because again of the cultural demand for this arranged marriage, is not going to allow you. They're going to want to have you showcase this relationship with this girl or guy or young man, etc. So that both families can see that the agreement is in place, while you are going to be like, you want to be very hidden about it. You don't want anyone to know that you have this arrangement that you're committed to, because you can have another suitor that likes you and that you like. On the other side of that, we get bad reputation. Okay, family, again, in these international parts of the world where you do have fixed marriages or marrying for money, it is a bad reputation for you not to commit to those marriages. It's a bad reputation if you date a Westerner or you go outside of the arrangement. Some of you are planning travel this weekend to see someone that you're dating. They or you might be a little stressed out. That's why you're trying to get away. Be careful if you or your partner this weekend is fake flexing, like you want to travel, you want to do things because you both are stressed out. Could be because of work or family commitments, or just life. And, we're all kind of stressed out with some form of anxiety right now. But traveling, getting away to a different part of the world, or traveling to see maybe if you want to move permanently to a different part of the world, is a great fix, but only if you can afford it. So avoid the fake flexing. Don't let you or your partner start buying things or doing lavish travels, or, putting additions to your home and buying new cars, all this fancy stuff, not under this climate that we're in, and especially if you don't have it within your financial bucket. Let's see what the other emotional energy is before we come to a close. We get the card of confident. Many of you are confident not only in yourself, but in your relationship. Some of you have been let down or will be let down by someone this weekend. Others of you are curious of who else might be coming into your life or what someone is doing. Again, we did have in the beginning the thought of an ex. Some of you feel empty. You feel lonely. That could be my Sagittarius singles, because you don't have anyone in your life right now. Others of you are dealing with someone who's very possessive or controlling, and you feel trapped because of that. Many of you are in loving relationships, which we started also in the beginning. You're greatly loved yourself, and then you're greatly loved as a partner. Others of you are alone in your love. The only love you have right now is the love of self, and that's okay. We end with missing you. Okay, so as always, the energy of an ex or someone that you're separated from at this time definitely is missing and thinking of you. As we come to a close, we're going to go to my Tigress Tell It All Oracle. That's the only deck, one of the two only decks that I sell out of the many decks that I've made. I still haven't It's still for sale, but I've never put it out for shipment because I haven't received enough. It's very expensive to make these decks. So until I get enough requests for it, I won't, put it out for shipment. Okay, trust me, you really don't want that. Could be talking about, yeah, it's nice to think about your ex or past loves, but trust me, you don't really want that and you don't want to go back to that. So just keep those thoughts moving. You're taking up for the wrong side. Be careful. Don't get in the middle of someone else's relationship, even if it's your partner, your sibling, your children. Don't get involved in other people's relationships taking sides, because just like kids when they're small, you take sides and then next thing you know, the kids are speaking to each other and the parents can't stand each other for life. You could be taking up for the wrong side. Some people are more convincing in their lies than others. We also get there's a habit that you need to break. So there could be something that you're doing habitually, or it could be an addiction, whether it's smoking, drinking, coming in late, cursing, foul language, right? A lot of things that you could do that are not good for you or good for your relationship. You should really try taking a break from that habit. If you have already made your commitment to Lent, what you were going to give up for the 40 days, that's great. Hopefully that's part of it. If you haven't, hey, it's not too late. You could just start your 40 days from today if need be. What is it that you need to give up for 40 days so you can hopefully, after the 40 days, continue that as a lifetime practice to not do that bad habit. The final card at the bottom of the deck is the one you love loves someone else, but they will stay with you for stability. Now, this isn't all of you, as you know. These are general messages when it comes to love. But some of you are in relationships, and I know intuitively you know. The cards are just confirming this for you, that the one that you love or the one that you're infatuated with, the one that you desire, the one that you're talking to, could be possibly in love with someone else. They could be in love with their ex, with their baby mama, etc., or someone new. But they stay with you and will continue to stay with you as long as you allow them to, because you provide stability. The other person might be a hot chick or whatever the case may be, right? But they don't have stability. They're all over the place. Their finances might be okay, but they might not be as stable as yours. They might not have a sound head like yours. They might not have the heart and that soul spirit that your partner kind of needs. It might just be, like I said, that person that's great in bed, or they just look really good, you know what I mean? And everyone likes great arm candy. But they really don't hold a shadow of light towards you when it comes to running a home and really taking care of a man or woman and the relationship. So you have more of a built foundation. You are more of a source of reliability and comfort to your partner or boo than this person. But they do have feelings for this person, and this is what happens when you have sex with outside partners. Once you break that barrier, feelings get involved. People tend to say, oh, no, I can do it and I won't have a problem, I can cheat. No. Anytime you are sexual with a person, once you break that barrier, feelings start getting involved. Okay? And your person could have developed feelings for this person, and they could love them. They're not in love with them. Okay? It just says that they love them. It doesn't say they're in love with them. So they do have some type of affectionate feelings for them, but they will continue to see them as long as they can still have you in that stability. Now, if you find out about it, that's up for you to approach them and take your stand on it and not be made a fool. But as long as you don't know, or as long as you co-sign on this, because some people do because of open relationships, they are going to continue to see this person. Let's just see, is there anything else as we close out on that about them seeing this person in the middle of the deck? You are about to meet someone new. So they might not stop seeing this person. With this, you are about to meet someone new. The universe might be sending you someone, because the universe feels like, yeah, this person, you know, they care for you too. They want to be with you. But if they're going to be playing you along someone else, you deserve better. You deserve someone, Sagittarius, that loves and loves only you and wants and desires only you. Thus, for the universe will be sending someone new. So don't be surprised if someone starts coming towards you within the next month or so. I'd love to hear it in the comments if they do. Let's see. How's the sexual energy this weekend? Let's pull one card. Ooh, softly. So some of you could be shopping for negligee this weekend, or you're putting on a nice, sexy negligee. You love soft, passionate kisses and hugs. You're testing a pulse. Some of you, you're having like little quickie moments, or you're finding the time now to have more sex because your drive is high, or because you both have crazy schedules, so you're trying to time and schedule it in. And then we end, yeah, because there's a lot of fire and desire between the two of you. So sex life is good for most of you, and I love to hear that. Well, have a great and fun weekend. I'll be back with the last of the general love readings between today and tomorrow, and then we'll be back for the weekly reading for next week, and then next week we'll start the mid-month updates towards the end of the week. Thank you again, and welcome, welcome, welcome again to all of those who continue to join the channel. I wish you love, light, and much prosperity.